It's week 1 of the NFL.
The ball on the tee, we're set for football, and we are underway in Foxborough. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. And a glance here at the southpaw, who will be calling the plays under center.
All right, partner, a brand new season. With it comes a sense of unbridled optimism for every team and, of course, every quarterback. It's a blank slate for every passer in this league, and he really couldn't hide his excitement during interviews this week. He thinks his offense is stacked. They've spent the entire offseason making adjustments and trying to find another gear. And as this season begins, they believe they've found it. You watch him warm up, everything is crisp, moving with great speed. This is an offense that can't wait to get to the first series of the new year. You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that, got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. He'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll keep it on the ground. Harden gave a glimpse of his quick feet, but not a whole lot of space down at the 30. On play action, they'll throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though. And they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
Yeah, as we break it down on next-gen stats, that entire play wound up taking just 2.4 seconds beginning to end, so they were on him in a hurry. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
This week, such an important one for his entire offense, but for him especially. He wants to start this new season off strong. He's got big plans for this year, wants it to be one where he finishes among the league's best, while leading his team to the postseason. A strong opening week is a great start to that and can create momentum that carries over not just to next week, but the next few weeks as well. A rising tide raises all ships, and if he can start this season off strong, his offense will benefit.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Ross. Throw left side complete. That's Gomez. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his left. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ross. Over the middle, complete. That's Gomez. On third down, Walden. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
So they bring out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. A little juke, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Here's 2nd and 8. He completes it to Stewart. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Gets through, and now an opening. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Here's a 2nd and 7. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And down by a field goal, they'll take over with excellent field position following the interception. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. On 2nd down now, Milner. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Ross. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a straight up there. I think they were hoping he could catch it. The defender, but a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On first down, Harden. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Harden. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll drop to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Now a handoff up the middle. Harden. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And, partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Throwing to start the drive. Ross. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think a guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-3, a tight one after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Toronto in possession of the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. Dad plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all those big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down. Looking to throw. Ross, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Ross to throw on third down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's fourth down. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
And his kick here is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Fielded right around the 8. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. Here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. They'll set up to throw. Open man is Higgins. New England on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Toronto's offense ready to take over. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe something to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Ross. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Here's Ross looking to throw on second down. Wide open receiver, complete. He'll get it inside the 20, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 7 yards at the Patriots 8-yard line.
Ball at the 8 here for second and a yard, maybe a touch less. Up the middle they go. Walden, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a first and goal.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's first and goal. They'll run on first down. Milner, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Back to throw. Ross. Eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Touchdown! From 4 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So the Patriots coming out now. They trail by 10, 13-3 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete over the middle to Stewart. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. On third down, Harden, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Taken down at the 41. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. Back to throw here. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Throwing to start the drive. Ross. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Complete to number 84. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw is Ross. Off play action. He finds his man, complete. It's Gomez. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
On first down, Milner. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Ross now to throw on 2nd down.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Ross throwing on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that will bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Ross. Touchdown. From 10 yards out.
And the Huskies are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Now the try here for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. That time a 6-play drive. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. This pass complete to Higgins. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
2nd down at 5.
Back to throw again. That is caught by Stewart. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. They'll look to throw again. That's taken in by Stewart.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the 1st half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. And his kick is indeed good, and that will close the gap down to 14. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the 2nd half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey, where it was our visitors who were able to walk away with the road victory. The Monarchs start the campaign 1-0 with the road victory. From there, we head down south to Tampa to check on the Bucs at home at Raymond James Stadium. And you can see they trail the visiting Buffalo Bills in that ball game. Brandon Ayuk, 100 yards receiving on the nose and a touchdown catch as well. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And things didn't work out for them as they fall to the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles get off to a hot start as they get the road victory in their opener. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats for our visitors in the first half. And it was important for them to get the season off on the right foot. And they've done just that, thanks to a very solid outing by their passing offense thus far. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these two teams really threw the ball at will in that first half.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. And this offense set to go now to begin the 3rd quarter. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Gomez. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 27 yards there, a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, Nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll run on first down. Walden knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and
Ross looking to throw on second down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Back to throw. Ross. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Patriots are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. Now they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one.
Right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
On first down, Walden. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Walden. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's Ross on 1st and 10. Throwing right, and that's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 yards there, just like last play. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a...
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Flushed out, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. And some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defenses kind of converge in that spot, and they don't give you much territory to throw the ball. He had nowhere to go with it. Ends up getting the ball stripped.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw.
Out of his hands quickly to Higgins.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Gets it to Meredith, complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Complete to number 13. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd.
Now a give, right side. Harden. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Intended for T. Higgins. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it, they got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And my goodness, another interception. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
On 2nd down, Milner. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Operating from the gun, Ross. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust?
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take the blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he will find his man on the outside.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
On 2nd down now.
Harden, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
As you know, so many things in the passing game are based on yardage. Sometimes it's just based on timing, and that's what we saw right there on that play. 3rd and 3, just get the ball right to the receiver.
Is the hitch route. Tell us, what is the hitch route?
Yeah, just take really one step like you're driving off the line of scrimmage, get the defensive back on his heels, get the ball out to the receiver, and he does the rest.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And now here is another interception. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Ross firing quickly here, and that's complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. They'll run on first down. Walden, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Sometimes that's a danger putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You can wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
On second down, Walden. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. Back to throw. Ross. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on 3rd down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just loft one toward the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. They'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. The offense on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
Ross's pass complete to number 33. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 31-yard
To
line.
throw is Ross. To throw on 2nd down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Ross now on 3rd and 2. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. He goes as a gain of 8 that moves the chains.
And that pickup on first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Now Ross on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gomez.
Ross's pass.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
On 2nd down now, Walden. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard
By
line.
number 33. The tackle made at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 3.
On 3rd down, Walden. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Walden. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. On 2nd down, Walden. And he gets it down to the 32. 63 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive. But sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose. And just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Ross. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And they'll work this down inside the 30. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Ross. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Partner, that would look like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. And time to see what this offense has left in the tank. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
The 3rd down pass. Incomplete. Intended for a wideout. Results in 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And my goodness, another interception. Oh, good move. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. On 1st down, Walden. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Walden. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Ross from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
They'll run on 1st down. Milner. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest.
Here's Ross. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And it's incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Ross. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Huskies are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. A drive that time of 6 plays. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. New England trying to get a place on offense. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into Week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
Completes this one to Meredith. And he'll get nothing out of that one.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So that a potential lifeline offensively. It gets them out of harm's way deep in their own end.
You nailed that one perfectly, because those are the kind of mistakes that give defense coordinators fits. They make a good play, and they let them off the hook.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Number 25. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line.
2nd and 3. That's complete over the middle to Stewart. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And the Patriots, first down. 1st and 10.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. 2nd and 8 coming up.
To number 25. Out of bounds at the 42-yard line. A gain of 2.
Back to throw again. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely, because remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And if you're wondering how quick a quarterback's decision-making needs to be, a next-gen stat says that play took all of 2.8 seconds from beginning to end. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Now, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the 2nd half.
And I get it. In this situation, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down? They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll keep it on the ground. Milner. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Walden, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Up the middle they go. Walden. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Toronto, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills.